come up with your output so that you will receive these certificates from us at the end of this training program. All right. So before I'll start, let me give you the glimpse of what are you seeing right now in your screen. So in your screen, you can see the environment of Microsoft Teams. So I'm pretty sure this has been discussed yesterday when you are welcomed with Father Gary and Dr. Lim. And in fact, Ma'am Rubilin discussed to you how are you going to redeem your A1 account. And I think most of you have already your domain, which is holycross.com.ph, wherein your email is already attached to your domain. And that is a very good sign how you can make up with your own A1, and maybe we can invite some of our Microsoft in charge of these licenses to give you the details on how you can make your A1 to A3 or A5. And later on, we will dwell into that. But for now, this is the environment of Microsoft Teams, if you can see in my screen. And I just would like you to know that this icon is the mic icon for mute and unmute. And I think you are doing that very well. This is the raise hand. So if you have concerns, just click this raise hand and jot down your question. We will entertain your question at the end of the session so that we would have a very smooth session, and you won't forget your question as well. We will tackle that at the end of each session. So I break this down into bits of information so that each of these activities, you can have outputs. Each of these outputs we can entertain your questions po. So the first one to raise your hand will be the first one to be entertained. So you can see that po when you click the participants icon. So this is the first to raise, will be acknowledged first as well. So we can do this also with our students. And once you click your hands, just click it again to raise it down when your questions had been addressed, so that we can get back to you double in a double time. No? So there you go. So I think that's all of my reminder. Let's check whether we can have some exercise. If I would click this show participants, I can already see here we are 50 participants in all. So I have here Ma'am AC, Ma'am Amy. So we will do exercise para naman makita ko kayo. Kindly press your video or turn on your camera icon. So kindly turn on all of your camera so that we can see each other. Yes, very good. Thank you very much. Hello, Miss Judy. Hi, Sir Father Gary. Hi, Ma'am Sheila. Good morning po. Thank you very much for turning on your camera. Ma'am Laila. Good morning po, Ma'am Laila.
Hello po, good morning.
Yes, as of this time, we can see that our screen can only accommodate 3 by 3. But the latest update would be maybe at the end of this month, wherein we can see a 7 by 7 tile or 49 videos all at once, so that we can see each of our students talaga. So they have been developing some updates, Microsoft Teams, for the 7 by 7 tiled video. So we can see almost all of our students on those numbers already. So thank you very much for turning your camera on. And if you experience some lag or maybe slow connection, you can turn off your camera so that you can hear my voice properly and maybe my demonstration later. All right. And then let's try to check whether your raise hand is working. Everybody, can you please click your raise hand icon? Yes, Sir Jeff is the first one. Mary Piner, Ma'am RZ, Ma'am GMT, Ma'am Hazel. Very good. So everybody is raising their hands. I think you can hear my voice properly. Can we click the raise hand icon again to hands down? So can you please click your hands raise hand icon to put it to hands down, everyone. All right, so this is how we raise our hand, and click it again to hands down. So sige, Ma'am RZ, kindly click your hands down now. Ma'am LMC, Ma'am Marichu, click the raise hand icon to hands down. Yes, thank you po, Sir Ramon, Ma'am Vivian, and Ma'am Marlene, and Sir and Ma'am LMC. So I can see all of your hands are raised up. I-click lang balik, ma'am. You touch your mouse, hover it so that you can see the raise hand icon. Click it again to hands down. So let's give time to Ma'am Vivian.
Dahil di ko ang show,
Um,
nilog. Nilog show doon.
yes, Ma'am Vivian.
Mom Swani, mute your microphone, please.
Ma'am
Yes.
Victoriana. Yes, please hands down po. Please lower your hands. Or I can lower your hands on my end. So this is how we do it. Like if I already address your maybe concern, I can lower your hands for you. All right, so that's a very good exercise. And now I will go back to my screen. So as you can see here, we can see all of our tiles. I can click the minimize button, or I can just click share or stop sharing or start sharing my screen. So this is the share screen button. Please do not click that. Click that only when you are told to do so. So right now, I'll just minimize my Teams discussion. And as you can see here, it is already minimized, but I can still see a little screen icon of the screen. When I click on that, it will expand back to see our meeting or video tiled meeting discussion. So I will minimize it so that you can see my screen, and we will now go to our session flow. So my session have your own hands-on. So please take note that during our walkthrough, you are not to do anything. You only have to look at the session and try to learn how you can do it on your own, but you don't have to do anything. During the demonstration, there are two types of participants. This is our 10th session already, 10th training already for these 3 months. So we've seen two types of participants. One who would like to follow the demo, and one who would like to see the demo first and do it themselves later. So whoever you are or what type of participants you are, you can do that during the demonstration. But I hope during the walkthrough, you are not to do anything so that you can follow the whole session. All right. So can I hear a yes, yes, yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes. And of course, we will be doing our session in a very, very good pacing so that po all of our needs will be addressed. So we are now on our first session, which is Microsoft Teams, the hub for teamwork in Microsoft Office 365. All right, so our session has the following targets. So I divided it into 10 activities. So meron po tayong 10 activities today. Wala pong kukurap. Uh, Number one, we would be creating a team or online classroom. Number two, we would be adding students to our classroom. So how to invite students. Number three po, how to add lesson channels. So you can see po how to transform your load to a virtual class. Number four po, we would be uploading files in our lesson channels. So maybe you have already your activity, your quiz, your lecture. We would be learning how to upload a file in our lesson channel this morning. Of course, the one that I already shared to you, we will be making an instant message to a single person, group of person, or for the whole team. We would also be conducting a voice or video call, organize meeting like this. We are in a meeting, and create and grade assignments as one of the learning management system, which is embedded in Microsoft Teams. So if we are all set, then we will be going to jump into our training. So first and foremost, we will be answering first, why Microsoft Teams? So bakit po Microsoft Teams yung um, train namin sa inyo for the learning management system? So we would be talking into different features po and category. First po, we will be talking about price. Um, if you are first in experiencing LMS, then I think it would be best to start it for free. So yung Google Classroom, may free po siya. Tapos may G Suite for Education din. Yung Edmodo and Moodle, they have the free version and they have the paid version as well. And the Microsoft Teams have different licenses like A1, A3, and A5. So we would be going and digging up those things later. But for now, it is good to know that each of these learning management system have the free version po. So in Google Classroom may free, Edmodo free, and the Microsoft Teams may free po siya na A1 license. So of all of those free version, yung Google Classroom for the free version, they can accommodate or create number of classrooms 30 per day. So meaning po, you can create 30 classroom in a day. I think wala naman po siguro isang teacher nag-handle ng 30 sections. So hopefully po wala po sa school ninyo. Kundi mabibigatan po si teacher. The Edmodo naman and Budol, Microsoft Teams niya is 250 classrooms po a user can create. And please take note, in the Microsoft, in a whole O365 account, kasi hindi naman sila nagla-license ng isang application lang, kundi the whole O365 account. So in our comparison, we are only comparing this LMS, common LMS, to one application of the Office 365 account. So the number of students per classroom, importante po ito. For the Google Classroom, they can accommodate up to 250. For the Edmodo and Moodle, for the free version, they can accommodate to 200. So if you want po more than 200 students, of course, they have some paid versions po. For the Microsoft Teams naman, the number of students in a classroom can be 2,500. So in our virtual classroom like this, we are now 60. We can accommodate po up to 2,500. And if you want to have interactions, real interactions po, in a meeting, they can accommodate up to 250 interaction. But in a live event po, they can accommodate up to 10,000 participants. So halimbawa, you would be making an orientation to your parents, a welcome day for the class. If you want to make it virtual, you can make it po a Teams live event. It would be the same as, but only for your intended participants. Halimbawa po yung students ninyo at yung parents nila, yung teachers and administrators ng school, only these categories will be sent an invitation and only them can see your live event. It is good to have a targeted audience live event rather than a public live event. Kasi po nakikita po tayo sa lahat although they are not intended. So mas mabuti po na within our organization yung live event para sa atin lang yung ma-address natin na mga discussions. And the number of subjects or sections per class is 1 per classroom for the Google Classroom. So take note, isang subject po, isang classroom. So halimbawa po meron kayong 8 subjects, 8 classrooms po yung gagawin ng teacher sa Google Classroom. Sa Edmodo and Moodle naman, the same, 1 per classroom. Sa Microsoft Teams po, kaya po ng isang classroom up to 200 sections po. So can you imagine, like, if I'm a teacher and I'm handling 8 subjects, I would only create 1 classroom for that and I would put all of my sections in that 1 classroom. Para isa lang po yung classroom na bibisitahin ko araw-araw instead of visiting 8 classrooms per day per section. So the number of people in a meeting, as I've said, in a Google Classroom 30, but they don't have really a face-to-face app, but you can meet your students in Google Meet. So it's another application po. So sa Google Classroom per se, they don't have a face-to-face call time, just like Microsoft Teams. But you have to go to Google Meet, that's another application, to talk to your students virtually. Sa Edmodo naman po, wala silang face-to-face web conferencing app, although they have po some price apps that you can embed into their system. In the Microsoft Teams po, it is already embedded that you can go and video call any student or all of them, and you can interact up to 250 students. So storage naman, storage is very good. Why? Because as your lessons meeting our students for 205 days, so each of you those 205 days, baka po meron kang assignment na isa-submit yung student sa classroom update 750 gigabytes per day. So some of them said in the Google Suite that they have unlimited gigabytes. You cannot my 3 gigabyte kana video episodes you would like to download in your classroom. 750 gigabytes lang po yung yun po yung storage ni Google Classroom. Sa Edmodo and Moodle naman, 400 MB yung freemium nila, but you can pay for additional storage. While Microsoft Teams po has 25 terabyte of storage per classroom po. So like, for example, I am using my laptop right now. I have 1 terabyte po in all of my training sessions. So I think 25 terabyte is more than enough for the 205 days assignments, quizzes, projects, videos for our students, lessons from our teachers, and many teacher, administrator, or students. So take note po, parang malaki yan, but we have a very minimal storage. Like for example, the 25 terabyte, parang binigyan mo na lang ng 1 terabyte per student. Sa 750 gig naman, if you divide that with 25, natin. The file upload limit naman, meaning isang file na i-upload natin sa ating classroom, isang file, the file upload limit of Google Classroom is 50 MB. So halimbawa po, pag meron kayong video na more than 50 MB, hindi po natin ma-upload sa Google Classroom. Same thing po ng Edmodo and Moodle, while the file upload limit po ng Microsoft Teams is 15 gigabyte po. In fact, the latest update, I think, is already 50 gigabytes po. So they changed it to 50 gigabytes already. Why? Because we have AutoCAD files, SolidWorks file, anything like robotics design, cannot 10 MB and 50 MB are not enough. So that is why they have extended it up to 50 gigabytes. So meaning po, kaya po kayo nang mag-upload ng isang file na 50 gigabyte sa Microsoft Teams. So yun po yung kagandahan dyan. And of course, when you think of the release date, si Google Classroom po was released on August 14, 2014. Si Edmodo naman is September 2008, and si Moodle, the oldest, was released in August 20, 2002. And while Microsoft Teams is the newest of the learning management system, which is on July 12, 2018. So if you are po on the techie side, like when you want to buy your cell phone, then you want to see the release date. So the present, the better. Why? Because it has already all the um, upgraded maybe applications, features, and so on and so forth. Kaya kasi po bago siya. So they have already experienced maybe the experience of the past, and they carry it over and maybe give some improvements for the latest application. While me personally, I have used all of these LMS. I have used Google, Schoology, Edmodo, Moodle, and of course, Microsoft Teams. Ginagamit natin siya last year. So, nagamit ko yung Microsoft Teams last year. And since nagamit ko siya, I don't want to use any other uh, platform. Why? Because I can use all of the Google Classroom, the Edmodo and Moodle inside Microsoft Teams. So ganyan po siya ka-powerful and very collaborative in nature that any sites po kaya ko pong ilagay sa Microsoft Teams, and when I give instruction to my students, they would not go out. Like for example, I have a YouTube video, I want them to see the YouTube video, I'll just post the link in Microsoft Teams and they can see and view it in their Microsoft Teams na hindi na sila pupunta sa YouTube na meron silang makikita ng not intended for them. So I have pre-selected the video from YouTube, put it in Teams, and they can open it in Teams. So yun po yung kagandahan ng Microsoft Teams. So pag meron po akong material sa Google Classroom na I want them to maybe answer some activities from there, I can just get the hyperlink of that Google Classroom or website, and I can put it in Microsoft Teams, and my students can easily browse and answer some of those activities found in other LMS po. So for the ease of use, this is personal to me. Since yung Google Classroom is one classroom, one subject, one teacher, and I think they have already upgraded. You can invite a teacher to co-author and collaborate in your Google Classroom. I think they are doing that as well. For the Edmodo and Moodle naman, they stick to one classroom, one subject, one teacher. So halimbawa po, pag you cannot meet your students at that particular calendar, wala pong ibang co-teacher na pwedeng maging teacher nila. So sa Microsoft Teams naman, it is very collaborative in nature. One classroom can be many subjects and can be many teachers. So yung maganda po dito, like in a new normal, lahat po tayo, like for example, when we are all grade 7, teaching mathematics for example, and we have, for example, meron tayong 3 sections ng grade 7 math. So my teacher 1, teacher 2, and teacher 3 dito, maganda dyan is all of them can work in one classroom, and para pareha po sila ng mga activities, ng mga lesson designs, and standardized nila ito. So they would be giving it the same to all of their classrooms, but they can collaborate and make those classrooms together. So yun po yung kagandahan doon. And if anyone may be out, one can substitute and be the teacher for the day. And what is nice is that you can talk to your student individually, by group, or the whole class, and you can invite even parents and administrators to observe how you conduct your class. So that is po my personal view of Microsoft Teams. Kaya po we train all our teachers in Cebu in Region 7, and we have a very good feedback from them that they too would love to use Microsoft Teams for their virtual classroom. All right, so naibigay ko na po yung why, and of course, I got my sources for the Google Suite for Education. I got it from edo.google.com. So if you want to know more about them, you can search them online. They have their G Suite for Education and G Suite Enterprise for Education. Maganda din po sila. And the Edmodo, they have po the $2,500 per school year. And they have also po their freemium, which is free po. And the Moodle Cloud, they have free, the 400 MB max file storage. And if you want to go up, this is for 200 users. This is for 50, 100, and for 500 users na 1 gig is $1,000 per year po. And while the Office 365, so ito po yon, it is not only Teams, kasi yung comparison ko is Teams lang. For the Office 365, they have po a lot of applications, and my next slide will also do the other applications. So the free is Outlook, Excel, OneNote, Word, PowerPoint, Exchange, SharePoint, Sway, Stream, Power Apps, Yammer, OneDrive, Teams, Forms, Flow, and School Days Sync. So that's all for free A1 account. So marami pong applications yan. This is po license. So meaning po, when you use this, you are licensed to use these applications. May A3 po tayo. That's $3.25. I don't want to be sound selling because I am not part po of Microsoft sales team. So, pinapakita ko lang po sa inyo yung mga sources ko. So, for more details po of the pricing and the applications, you can go po to microsoft.com. So, hindi po ako nabayaran sa Microsoft to sell their product. So, I'll stop there. All right. So, cross-platform presence. We know already the why. Why are we going to use Microsoft Teams and many other learning management system and the features that we need to consider. Plus po, we need to also compare their cross-platform presence. Do you agree po? Can I hear a yes, yes, yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Thank you very
yes.
much for your answer, Father Gary, and all the rest of the teachers. No? Nandyan pa kayo. Thank you very much po. So cross-platform presence po, meaning can I use it on my desktop, laptop, iPad, cell phone? Can I use it in different operating system? Can I use it in Windows, in OS, in iPad, in Android, in different browsers like Edge, Chrome, or Firefox? So these are things to consider that when you would be using an LMS or learning management system, you have to know whether it is cross-platform and can use into different levels of experience. And this is best po. Can it be used online, offline, or both? So we would be giving you also some of the best practices of our teachers. So I really invited them to come because they are practicing it po in their classroom already. So how can it be used online? How can we use it offline, or how can we sync them? Like halimbawa po, pag online ako, ganito yung magagawa ko. Pag offline ako, ganito yung magagawa ko. Both on the teacher side and student side. And I hope we can also include the administrative side. So now, let's jump into the user interface of Microsoft Teams. So ito po yung makikita natin pag nasa loob tayo ng virtual classroom. So it's good to know that we need to name our virtual classroom environment para po matukoy natin saan pupunta yung mga students natin. So in this side here, this is what we call the navigation bar. In the navigation bar, we have few buttons po. We have the activity, chat, teams, assignment, calendar, calls, files, more options, the application button, and the help button. So only these things po. These are very minimal. Number 2 is the team name. So this is the team name. Halimbawa po, Mathematics Learning Essentials. This side po is what we call channels. So this can be different sections, different subjects, or you can organize it into first quarter, second quarter, or maybe lecture, activities, quizzes, and assignments. If halimbawa po, you would like to focus your classroom into one subject lang. So take note, we have a leeway into using our classroom into different subjects, or one classroom into different learning episodes, or one classroom into different focus group discussions. Maybe I can have here group 1, group 2, group 3, so that I can monitor them. So in the upper side naman, so if this is the navigation bar, this is what we call the tabs or the individual apps bar. This is where you can include some of the applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, where your students can collaborate directly. So you can put here their assignments, their grades, all the sites that you want to put into, so you can put it here. And this big area here is what we call the canvas or the workspace. So halimbawa, kahit ano pong ilagay nyo dito, may it be a conversation, may it be a file, a praise, a meeting, you can record your meeting and so on, so that for reference po, the students can go back to your class when they are absent po for the class. So on that note, by the way, let me ask your permission to record our session so that po, when you want to go back to this session, you can see our recording. And of course, our disclaimer po that this would not be shared to anybody except from all of those who are invited in the class. So I hope wala naman tayong problema if magre-record tayo. Okay lang po ba? Can I hear a yes, yes, yes?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Good. So it's a good habit also that when you record your class, you have to ask the permission of the parents that you would be recording it. And of course, the students, so that they would honor you and respect you more. All right. So first activity, thank you very much for muting your mic. And of course, if you have some concerns, you can just raise your hand. There's no hands raised yet, so I can proceed on my discussion. So our first activity is joining or creating a team. So ito na po yung walkthrough. So sa walkthrough, wala po tayong ibang gagawin. So sa walkthrough, mag-walkthrough na po ako, and later on I will do the demonstration. So there are only 6 steps on how to create a team. Number 1 po, we would be clicking the join or create a team on the upper right hand corner. So there's a join or create a team. Wala po tayong gagawin muna. Then after that, we have the option to create a team or join a team with a code. So there are 2 ways to create a team. You can create a team on the teacher side. On the student side naman, you can share the code to the classroom you made and then let the students get inside your classroom using the code. And later on, we will be doing an exercise on that. Number 3, you would have to select a team type. So meron po tayong 4 na team type. Tandaan po ninyo ito kasi mag-i-exam later si Ma'am Rubilin. Ano yung mga team type natin? The class, the professional learning community, the staff, and other. What's the difference between these 4 are the privileges and the authorization per class. So halimbawa po sa class, may teacher saka may student. Si teacher pwedeng magbigay ng mga class materials, si student pwedeng mag-open ng class materials and submit them. Sa PLC naman, all are educator working groups, meaning we have the same privileges. Pwede ako mag-upload ng file, pwede din kayo mag-upload ng file dahil we have equal privilege po. So same po tayo. We are all educators. Sa staff naman, may organizational chart na. May team leader saka may team members. So sa team leader, yung privilege niya is more open than the member. Halimbawa po, yung member ng IT team cannot go and jump to the accounting team. So pag IT team lang talaga. Pag math department lang, sila lang magkikita-kita, math department lang. Math department cannot jump to the IT department. Yun po yung tinatawag natin na staff. While other, we can also have clubs or study groups. Kasi may mga privileges din yan. Si president, he can call a meeting to all of the secretary, vice president, and all the members of the organization. Tapos yung members nila na hindi officers is ibang privilege naman po yon. They can see maybe the post, but they cannot edit the post. Yun po yung kaibahan natin. Pero what we are going to focus into in creating a team is the class. So select muna natin to. And of course, all the other 4s, you can experience it as you go along and use Microsoft Teams. Yung privilege lang naman yung nagbabago sa kanila. Create your name. Of course, when you create a team, you have to put a name. So halimbawa po, in my example, I put there Mathematics Learning Essentials. And then I can put po a description, or I can just skip that and go and click next. And then our fifth naman po is you need to add a student or teacher. So halimbawa po, ina-add ko po yung sarili ko as student, or you can add your student by typing their email address. So halimbawa po, the question which is being raised from our past training, kailangan po ba may A1 account si student? Hindi po kailangan. Although it is a good factor because he can use the licensed products. If your student are joining you from at home and they have their PC at home, they can just have an Outlook account. Outlook po yung sinasuggest namin kasi since this is Microsoft, naka-link na po siya sa Outlook, sa calendar, and so on and so forth, so that you can have the maximum experience of the application. It is good po if you don't have a domain yet, you can just ask your student to get an Outlook account or Outlook email. And of course, if students are lesser than 18 years old, you have to make a conference with their parents to create the account for them. It's a no way po that elementary students would be making their own email. It's a good practice po that the parents would be doing the creation of email for them since they are not of legal age yet. So once they have created the email for their kids, then the teachers po and the parents can meet on how their kids can join your class. So yun po yun. And once you type the students, you can just click add and then click close. So yun lang po yun. 6 lang po na steps. So there you go. For our activity, we would be joining or creating a team, and this is now po the example of my team. So mayroon po siyang name, may general, and meron po siyang welcome to Mathematics Learning Essential. So i-demonstrate ko muna bago ko kayo bigyan ng activity. So if I'm going to maximize the teams, so we can see here all your tiled. So meron po akong 9 tiled students or participants. When I click teams po, I can see this. And when I click teams again, I would see all of the tiles. So na-minimize po yung meeting natin. I can see po all the tiles classrooms which I am into. So marami na po akong classroom. So halimbawa po, teacher po ako ng Holy Cross High School and teacher po ako sa math. Kasi yun po yung favorite subject ko. So ito na po yung virtual class training natin na classroom. So the first step is to click join or create a team. So you can po go with me or you can po see how I would do it. Then maybe at the end of the session, you can post po in our conversation or you can post your output to please please copy this first so that you would be posting your outputs here. So our output would be Holy Cross High School outputs. Ito po yung link ng output material natin sa SharePoint or sa OneDrive. So one of our speakers would be emphasizing how to sync your OneDrive to Teams later on. But for now, just copy this and you can copy that, put that in your browser. So ipapakita ko lang, minimize ko lang lahat ito muna. When I open po my favorite browser, let's say Edge, I will just paste that Holy Cross High School outputs, then I'll press enter. Automatically po, you would be going to your Holy Cross High School OneDrive. I have already made a folder there called Training Team, wherein you can po download the my session, the Holy Cross High School Training Matrix and Microsoft Teams. So when you click this po, you can already download the PDF version of our presentation if maglalag po yung internet ninyo. So you can download this ahead. But what we want this OneDrive is to be our output drive so that you can store all of our outputs here. Paano po ninyo iso-store? You can screenshot po your output and open your Microsoft PowerPoint. So, PowerPoint po yung outputs ninyo. I-print screen ninyo yung output ninyo. Then, paste nyo dito. Pagkatapos po, i-upload ninyo sa ating OneDrive na Holy Cross High School outputs. And I will be demonstrating it to you later. So for now, please picture this or copy this link. This is bit.ly/Holy Cross High School outputs. At parati po, the file name of your output should be your name. Halimbawa po, Donald Dungog, Activity 1 output. Yan po. So I hope that is clear. I would now proceed to my demonstration on how to create a team. Can I proceed now? Can I hear a yes, yes, yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright, very much po. And para po hindi kayo mag-feedback, I think some of you are in one of your laboratory. Maybe you are near to each other. Para po di kayo mag-feedback, it is best to use a headset po para yung mic hindi po makakapture ng ibang computer. Yon. So again, to join or create a team, I would be demonstrating it to you. So first, we are going to maximize this. We will click Teams once we are inside until you would see the tiles. When you see the tiles, you click Join or Create a Team. Then you have this Create Team. So just click that. And then you choose Class. So this is where we left off. And then we create your team. So halimbawa po, math teacher po ako ng Holy Cross High School. So I just would like to put there Holy Cross High School. Let's say math. I'll be make it more specific. Like grade 7 math. Ano pong section ninyo sa Holy Cross? Can I have one section, please?
Courage.
Courage. Wow. Thank you very much, ma'am. So, yon. So, I have Holy Cross High School, grade 7 math, courage. So, maybe I can just put here the name of the subject teacher. So, I can put there the name of the subject teacher. Halimbawa po yung subject teacher natin sa Holy Cross High School, grade 7 math, courage is si Donald Dungog po. So, I can just click next. Again, this is a demonstration on how we create our team. And then, we would be adding some students. So, i-add ko po, dahil kilala ko po si Sir Kent, yung MC natin, i-add ko siya. So, take note, when you type a name, you can already see the name of Sir Kent, or you can type the email of that person. So, when I click that, so it would be added right away. Or I would like to add Kent Sikop at fed.gov.ph. Is that correct, Sir Kent? Hindi nakikita.
001, Sir Kent Sekop
Yeah. Thank you very
001.
much, sir. So, yon. So, yung email ni Sir Kent with the domain deped.gov is kent.sikop001 at deped.gov.ph. So, I can type either the email or I can just click it here down. So, when I click add, automatically na-add na po si Sir Ken. Then I'll just click close. And that's how easy it is to make your first virtual classroom. So, pag meron na po kayong welcome to HTS Grade 7 Math Courage, print screen na po natin yan by pressing print screen in our keyboard. And then, we will open PowerPoint. So, open ko lang po yung PowerPoint ko. Yon, then paste. File, ay sorry, paste. May paste na po pala dito. So paste, there you go. So this is po our first output. Save lang po natin yan. File, save as. Desktop muna. I'll save it like Donald Dungog sample activity 1 output. Yon, then save ko lang po yan. And then I will open my link bit.ly that Holy Cross House School outputs. Then I'll open a browser. I will paste this Holy Cross High School outputs. Then I would be going to my OneDrive. And later on, don't you worry po, my speaker po tayo on how to sync our OneDrive to our Microsoft Teams. So for now, I'm just showing this to you, the easiest way on how you are going to put in your output. So since my output na po tayo sa desktop, I'll just click upload file, and then I'll go to my desktop, and then I will click this Donald Dumog Activity 1 output, and then click open. There you go po. So it will say uploading one item. Once na-upload na po, then I can already see your output here. All right? So I would be giving you 5 minutes to do this output. So our output is to join or create a team, select the team class, put the name and the description, and add student or teacher, then click close. Please take note, please do your subject. So for the administrator side, you can put there any of the team po you want to meet. So 5 minutes, start now. Now this time, if you have questions po regarding with how to do the activity, this is the best time that I can address your concern. If you have questions, just raise your right hand. And we can see po some of the outputs that have already been submitted. I will be utilizing the split screen taught to us yesterday, and I would be splitting that with the Holy Cross High School OneDrive. So please, if you are done, put print screen your team, then put it here in the Holy Cross OneDrive output folder. So, hindi po dapat kayo papasok sa training team, dito lang po para makita natin kaagad. Can I hear a yes, yes, yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
Alright, so your 5 minutes po has already started. This is also the best time if you want to take a break or have a bathroom break. You can also have your bathroom break this time. Thank you po. All right. So have you done some of your outputs po?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, very good. Don't you worry, ma'am. You still have some time. So I will be sharing to you again my screen. Okay, so our output po is just a print screen of the welcome to HSHS Grade 7 Math College. So I will do that again with you. So we will click Teams. If you are in our conversation, just click Teams and then click Teams once again so that you can see the tile classrooms. You can click Join or create a team. Click Create a Team, choose class, and then write the name of your team, which is Holy Cross High School, your grade level, let's say grade 8, science, then your section po. So may courage na po tayo. I would put here grade 8 hope. Just an example. Then maybe you can put here your name as the subject teacher. Para po makita natin sino pong subject teacher na nagha-handle ng grade 8 science hope. So halimbawa po, yung misis ko, si Ma'am Joanne Dungog. Just click next. Then it would be creating the team. I would just be adding some of the students. Let's say i-add ko si Sir Glenny Laping as one of my students. I can just click add and then click.
Ano na siya?
Yes, automatically po tayong ganito.
Isa.
We will click print screen and then open po yung PowerPoint natin para doon po natin ipipaste yung output natin. Paste. So pag na-paste na po, meron na po kayong grade 8 science at welcome to Holy Cross High School grade 8 science. So, save as natin ito using the desktop, using our name. Let's say output po ito ni Ma'am Joanne Dungog for the activity 1. So just click save po. Then, pasok po tayo sa OneDrive natin kung saan natin ilalagay lahat ng outputs natin. It is in Holy Cross High School. So mag-click lang po tayo ng upload. Click tayo ng files. And then upload natin kay Ma'am Joanne. There you go. So let me refresh this so that I can see. There you go. So congratulations po, Ma'am Laila, Ma'am Sarah, Ma'am Amy, Ma'am Christine, Ma'am Stella, and Ma'am Joanna. Congratulations po. So let me open one of their outputs, like the output of Ma'am Laila. Congratulations po, Ma'am Laila. Ma'am Laila is grade 4 math. Congratulations, Ma'am Laila. Yon. So let us also have Ma'am Sarah Jean Reyes output. So Ma'am Sarah Jean, meron po siyang English 8 piece. Wow, gustong-gusto ko po yung sectioning ninyo. Yon. So congratulations po and please do some so that po you can have your output already for our activity 1. Yon, so that's very easy on how to create our Microsoft Teams virtual classroom. This is po very necessary because you cannot do po your next activity without your virtual classroom. So ito po yung unang, I think, the base of all our training. And ipapakita ko lang that we can see all our outputs in our classroom. So gumawa na po ako ng Holy Cross High School virtual classroom for our training. And this is po our Holy Classroom virtual training. Nasa general po tayo na channel. You can see po that our meeting is already here. I have already made a calendar. And Ma'am Ife already given me some thank you message. Thank you po, Ma'am Mary Faye. You can see here po in one more, Holy Cross High School outputs. And then we can see po the OneDrive, which contains all of your outputs in our Microsoft Teams. Ito na po yun. So Sir Ruben, thank you very much. Ma'am Loveline, Ma'am Agnes. Meron po tayong file size dito. And na-share po nila 9 hours ago, 2 minutes ago, about a minute ago. So malalaman po natin anong date at what time the students have submitted. So this is a good practice po on how you can show your outputs or how you can collect the outputs of the students. There you go. Thank you very much, sir. So meron na po si sir, si grade 12, HS 2020-2021. Thank you very much po, Sir Ruben. All right, so I think we can go on now. Can I hear a yes, yes, yes if you want to go to the next activity?
Yes, yes,
Yes, yes,
yes.
yes.
Yes. Right, so let me just close all of those PowerPoint which I have given as an example. Yes, ma'am.
Can you go slower? Too fast?
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Thank you.
We also have some raised hands, Ma'am Kathy. Yes po, we will be going slower po. Ma'am Kathy, go ahead, ma'am. What's your question, Ma'am Kathy?
Yes, sir. Mayroon po akong sinend sa chat message.
Yes, thank you very much po, Ma'am Kathy. So si Ma'am Kathy po, we can't create new classroom team because we are logged in to our personal email, not the Microsoft. Kaya pala, ma'am. Sige. Sorry, ma'am. You have to make your A1 account first. Yes, so that you can create your Microsoft Teams.
Yes, sir. Meron na po kami, sir. Kaso yung na-add po na email is yung sa personal, hindi po yung sa Microsoft.
Ma'am, can you give us your Microsoft account, ma'am, so that we can add you po?
Yes po. Kathy@holycross.com.ph.
Can I request po na ma-type nyo, ma'am, sa conversation, ma'am? Thank you po, ma'am. Para ma-copy na lang po namin. Ma'am. Thank you po, ma'am. Sige, we can also have we would like to address, Ma'am Kathy, okay na po kayo, ma'am? Can I lower your hand?
Sir Donald.
Okay.
Yes po, ma'am.
Kindly include me in our chat group because my name is not included.
Yes, ma'am. I will include you, ma'am. What's your email, ma'am?
Add me as a guest.
Yes, ma'am. What's your email, ma'am?
Email, my email.
Yes, ma'am.
My email.
Si Father Gary pumunta na si siya may admin.
Okay, I'll just give you later. I'll ask Father
Okay.
Gary our email. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Dr. Lim, yes, thank you very much po, ma'am. We will have SJR. SJR, what's your concern po, sir? For those who are using po their personal email, you can po send your...
Na ako, pero wala ko chat box.
Yes, ma'am. For those who have their personal email, you can po... Sige, we will be giving you na lang the link so that you can join again using your Microsoft account. So the link po for the invitation to join our training today using your E1 account is this. So that you can move in.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. We will be running through how are you going to join this training using your Microsoft account so that those po who are using their personal account can use their A1 account to join our Microsoft Teams. So in our Holy Cross virtual classroom, I have here po the calendar and the invitation. So I'll just copy the link. Then I will shorten the link maybe in our bit.ly, which is the shortener. So this is po the URL shortener so that the link po, which is very long, you can put it into shorter name, just like the Holy Cross High School
But
outputs.
syempre,
And you
may
can see
14
also here the
members.
clicks, no, the analytics. So just click create. We will paste the long URL, and then I'll add a title here or customize the back half, which is, let's say, Holy Cross Virtual Training. Holy Cross High School Training. So, halimbawa po, ito na lang. So, I'll just click save this. Then, we will copy this. Holy Cross High School Training. I'll copy this. Then, I'll put this in our notepad. So, kindly, for those who are using their personal account, this is for our outputs link. And this po, this one is our thank you very much, Sir Fritz.
Sir Donald.
Yes, ma'am. I will be sharing to you our link, ma'am, so that you can join the training using your A1 account po. So what are you going to do is just to hang out muna this call.
Sir Donald.
Yes, sir.
Please share screen, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Po,
I'll be
sir.
sharing it later, ma'am, ha?
Okay. Wala, pareha ka.
Okay, so I'll be sharing to you my screen. Ito po, ma'am. So our output link is there. Kindly copy this po. This is po our training link. So for those who are using their personal account, you can hang up po. You can hang up muna. How to hang up is to click this icon, hang up. But before you hang up, please copy these links po. So this one is the training link. How to log in po using your A1 account is just to copy this link and then go to your browser. Let's say your browser is Google Chrome. Then log in muna your A1 account doon po sa portal.office.com. So I will put here the steps. So these are the steps po on how to join our training using your A1 Microsoft A1 account. So i-run through muna natin very, very easily. So number one po is just go to portal.office.com. Number two, log in using your A1 account or any Microsoft account po. The number three, click Teams. So halimbawa po, I'll just go to my incognito tab. I will put here, first, I will go to portal.office.com. So kindly copy this muna, portal.office.com. Then we will be logging in using our A1 account. Then we will be clicking Teams and that training link. So we can open the training link. So we have 4 steps only. Number 4 is click the training, open the training link. So, ito po yung training link. So these are all the steps on how to join our training using your Microsoft A1 account. So number one, we will be going to the portal.office.com. So let me share to you how to do this. So palitin ko muna to para we can have the split screen. We will be having the steps on the other side. Then I will be doing it on the other side as well. Tingnan natin ng konti. Doon. So, okay. There you go. So, on the other side of my screen, I'll split it po using the maybe Google Chrome ko po. Okay. So, number one is go to portal.office.com. In our browser, type lang po natin portal.office.com. Okay po. Then it would ask us to sign in. So we need to log in using our A1 account. So halimbawa po, yung A1 account po is donald.dungog at lapu-lapu division.on.microsoft.com. So halimbawa po kasi yung A1 account, you would know that that is an A1 account if you have that on Microsoft.com. Then just click next. Lahat po ba may A1 account na? Can I hear a yes, yes, yes?
Yes.
Hindi pa po, sir. Hindi pa po. Marami pa po kami
Not yet,
dito.
sir.
Good. So for those who doesn't have an account yet, would you like to run again? How are you going to make an A1 account? Can I hear a yes, yes, yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
So you would like to run again how to make an A1 account so that po we can have your A1 talaga. So for now, let me finish lang login into my A1 account. So this is po my A1 account. You would know that this is an A1 account dahil may on.microsoft.com po or another domain. I just click yes. So this is my free version of A1 account. Meron na po siyang Teams. So all of this we can use. Tapos meron na po siyang Teams. Click lang po natin yung Teams and automatically you would log in Microsoft Teams po. And then to join our training, so you have po the option to get the Windows app or open it in browser. Just click po get the Windows app. Right now po, I cannot open my Windows team kasi po naka-meeting po tayo. So, once po you have this, meron po siyang prompt na get the Windows app, then download it po so that you can download it from your desktop and you would have your desktop application for your Microsoft Teams. After that po, copy lang po natin ito, high school training. We will copy it. Then open it in our browser by clicking a new tab. Paste lang po natin yan, Holy Cross High School Training. Then automatically po, you would be joining so you would say open in Microsoft Teams. So you can open it po or not. Right now po, since I am in a meeting, I would not like to open it muna kasi nandyan na po ako. So I'll just click cancel. So I hope this is very, very quick and you can easily follow this. These are the steps po on how to join our training using your Microsoft A1 account. Now, for those po who doesn't have any A1 account, you can follow po how to redeem your A1 account. I will be sharing po how to redeem your A1 account in our outputs link. So ano po yung gagawin niyo is just open this in a browser like this. Then in the training team, So you can open the training team folder. Dito ko po ilalagay. So I'll have to check my file, how to set an Office 365 account tenant. So ito po yung steps on how to set up an Office 365 tenant. For those who doesn't have an Office 365 po, you can do this during at the end of our lunch time para po we can finish my session for today. Okay lang po ba that you would be redeeming your A1 account and downloading your Teams during lunchtime? Can I hear a yes, yes, yes po?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I'll be sharing this to our, I'll be sharing this to our out. So open ko na po yung outputs ninyo. So ito po yon. Then I will be uploading this file, yung how to set up an Office 365 for education tenant. Yan po. So I am uploading this po already to our outputs under po ng training team folder. So once po uploaded, those who doesn't have an A1 account, download this file po. After you download this, then just follow because this is very easy to follow. Then you can also join us. Maybe I can also share this file, save as instructions for the training so that you can maximize po how to create your virtual classroom. So I can also include this. I'll upload this instructions for the training. So meron po tayong text file, the instructions for the training. Nandyan po yung link ng outputs link natin at ng how to join using your A1 account. Meron na po dyang how to set up your Office 365 for education tenant. Okay? So for now, I hope for those who have made their virtual classroom, congratulations po. And so that we can maximize our time, since my time would only be up to 11, and we have done my first activity, so we would be doing our second activity. Don't worry po, lahat po naman ng presentation ko will be uploaded in the outputs under po ng training team folder. So would you like to go to our activity number 2? Can I hear a yes, yes, yes?
Yes,
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes,
Thank you very much po. So we will now be going to our second activity. Now, yes, I understand po na meron pong nahuli ng konti because they have not used their A1 account. But for now, just walk us through with how to go about this. And I'm pretty sure po you can do it on your own during your activity time. So number 2 po, after po natin na gumawa ng virtual classroom is to add students. Yes, we have added po 1 student already in our virtual classroom. This time po, we would be adding more. Of course, there's no class na 1 student lang po. So may maraming student po tayo. Halimbawa, 30 students. So how to add po students team to class? So there are 8 steps po. So number 1, click on the ellipsis. This is also more options icon. Number 2 po is to click add member. So under the more options, beside the team name or the class name, meron po tayong manage team, add channel, add member, leave the team, edit, get link, manage tags, or delete the team. So if you would like to add a member, we will click add member. So after adding member, it would prompt you to add student or teacher. You type the name of the student. So we have here po the sample email address that you can add. But of course, again, you have to talk to your parents and ask them to create an email for your student, or if you will opt po for A1 account, the A1 account po is free for 25 students and 25 teachers. So you can create po email accounts for your students, and you just have to give to them the accounts so that they can join your class. So after po typing the name, so add more students by typing another email and then click add. And after that po, you need to check also if the students, how many students are added to your classroom. So you will click on the ellipsis, then click manage team. After that po, you can see already the members and the guest, meaning we have two types of participants in a virtual classroom. Number one po is the owner, meaning you are the one who created the online class. And number two, you have the members or the guests, meaning these are your students. So when you click members and guests to expand the list, automatically po, you can see the students that you have added in your virtual class. So that is po the walkthrough, and then we will now be going to our demonstration. So are you ready for our demonstration? Can I hear a yes, yes, yes?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes.
All right, thank you very
Yes.
much. So this can be done by those teachers po who have made their virtual classroom. So don't you worry po, yung hindi po nakagawa ng virtual classroom, you can still follow this
Yes.
by asking some of the teachers who have done it or following the presentation, which we will be putting in the outputs of Holy Cross outputs under our out, uh, OneDrive. So I would now be walking you through the demonstration on how to create or add some more students. Ano po? Teka lang po, parang meron tumatawag po. Answering sa somebody, there's somebody is calling. There you go. So we will be closing my Facebook so that nobody will call me for now. All right. So I will be demonstrating to you how are you going to add your students in your class. So I have here the activity number 2. You have to add at least 3 students in your team class. And these are the 3 students, Ma'am Gwen, Ma'am Judeline, and si Sir Fritz. These are po our trainers with the 3 days training, and they would be your sample students po so that they can answer some of your questions and maybe some of the assignments to be given later. All right? So how to add more students? Copy lang po natin ahead of time yung um, sample students natin na email. So I would be copying that. There you go. So copy ko ito. I will put that in the notepad so that I can easily paste it under outputs. So ito po yon. There you go. So I will save this as sample students. Then I will add it to our OneDrive po under training team. So I will upload this as your sample students po so that you can add them also in your virtual class. So meron na po yung sample students dyan under our OneDrive. So what are we going to do now is to demonstrate it in our team. So halimbawa po, nandito po tayo sa meeting natin. Then I will click on Teams and Teams again until I would see all of my classroom. I would look for my classroom in Holy Cross, which is at the most bottom part, because the recent classroom would be at your bottom part. So I have here Holy Cross High School Grade 7 Math Courage. This is where I would add my students. So I would click on the ellipsis or the more options icon. I would click on the add member. And then in the students, I would just have to open that sample students. So I have already here their email. I'll just have to select first email, Ma'am Gwen. I'll have to right click, then copy. Then I'll put it in the students. Right click, then paste. And automatically po, may drop down po dito. Click lang natin dito si Ma'am Gwen. And then copy again the second student. Right click po, then copy. Click here po, then paste. Then I'll click Ma'am Judeline Dugan is there. I will go back to my student. Highlight po natin yung third student natin. Right click, then copy. Then on the box po, right click, then paste. So since I have already here my three students, Ma'am Gwen, Ma'am Judeline, and Sir Fritz, I will just click add. There you go po. That's how easy to add the students. Then click lang po natin yung close. Then how to check po whether the students are added, we will click lang po yung ellipsis or more options. Then add member or manage team. Then we will expand the members and the guests. So I have here po si Sir Fritz, Ma'am Judeline, and Judeline. So you have already here po 4 names, and the owner is Donald. So the owner po is the one who created the classroom or maybe the teacher, and the members and the guests po are all the students. So ano po yung gagawin natin dito? Click lang po tayo ng print screen. Balik po tayo ng PowerPoint. Click po tayo ng new PowerPoint. Then paste lang po natin yung created natin na school with the students. Then we can po click File, Save As, and put it in desktop. Type po natin yung name natin, and type lang po natin yung activity 2. Then click Save po. After po natin ma-save ito, we can po upload this in our OneDrive. So ito po yung OneDrive natin. This is Holy Cross High School Outputs. Once nandito po tayo, under Holy Cross High School Training Outputs, click lang po natin yung upload. Click natin yung files. Then click natin yung activity 2 natin with our name. Click natin yung open, and automatically I would have my activity 2 here. And yes, I can also see Ma'am Stella doing activity 2. Thank you very much, Ma'am Stella. Think you have done that. And some others have their name pero wala pong name ng activity. So let me open Ma'am Mary Pinero. So si Ma'am Mary Pinero po, nag-submit po ng yes, this is po the activity 1 kasi wala pa pong students. So rename na lang natin to, ma'am. Please rename this and put activity 1 para we can refer po na activity 1 talaga ito. Thank you po. So I think the owner can rename this. There. So thank you. That is how to do your activity number 2.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, go ahead. Sir RZ,
I have a question, sir.
go ahead, sir.
Because we tried to switch accounts to our Holy Cross Microsoft Teams,
Yes, sir.
and then we tried creating. We already tried adding Ma'am Gwendolyn, but it seems that the teams would respond as we didn't find any matches.
Yes, see.
So we cannot add them in our teams.
Sige po. Kasi
Dupa,
different po yung tenant. Yes, sir. Sir, if I may, you can add po, you can add na lang po yung co-teacher ninyo po na email. If it's
yun lang.
possible po. Yes, oo.
And then
Ah,
screenshot na lang namin. Then
correct,
same
sir.
procedure.
Same. Yes, sir. Thank you very much po.
Okay,
Kasi
sige
baka
po. Sige po.
po, yes, hindi ina-allow yung R7 na tenant to be inside your tenant po.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, thank you very much po, Ma'am Sir RZ, for that
Okay.
question. So, I want to make it clear po for our sample students. You only have to make 3 sample students po. So, for their email, if my sample students cannot be added, thank you very much for that feedback, Sir RZ. You can use po the email of your co-teacher if it is okay po. So that, or any like outlook.com email, so that you can add them po as your sample students. I would like to answer the question of Sir Iwi Goodboy 11. Iwi Goodboy 11, your acknowledge po. Yes, somebody is sharing their screen. Group Pretty. Yes, welcome to Group Pretty. I like that group, ma'am. That is a pretty group. So parang hindi ako pwede dyan kasi hindi ako pretty. Yes, thank you very much, ma'am, for having your sample group. That is very good. Sir Iwik Goodboy 11, you have some questions po?
Sir, kuan ra klase na to ta. Kanira ingana diyan.
Then asa isa.
We also
Aside
have,
ra atong na-link ni Sir Z sa atong group.
in adding students, do we have to do it one by one? Sir, yes, you have to do it one by one, sir. But of course, we have another
Sir
way how to
Donald,
add.
yes, it's SJR stands for Sarah Jean Reyes.
Yes, yes, Ma'am Sarah Jane, that is acknowledged po.
Is it one by one po, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to answer that question, Ma'am Sarah Jane. Ma'am Sarah, to add po our students, when we put their email ad po, yung tayo po yung nag-a-add, we will be putting their emails one by one. Pero we have po another way of letting our students get inside our classroom, and that is po yung give them the access code. So I will be demonstrating it since Ma'am Sarah Jane already questioned that. Let me share to you my screen, and I will be demonstrating on how we can share the code to our students. Would you like to know that? How are we going to share the codes to our students so that they can use our team? Yes, thank you very much. So you can do this as an exercise po, so that you don't have to key in one by one your student. You can just give the code to one of your co-teachers. So you can have a pair. You are the teacher and your pair would be the student. And then your pair also could be the teacher and you would be the student of that teacher. So I will be sharing to you now how are you going to share the code to your targeted students. So if you are in the conversation tab, click lang po natin yung Teams and click natin Teams again so that you can see po your classroom. So in your case, maybe po you have 1 or 3 classrooms. Maybe po, please excuse my so many classrooms already. So I have here already my Holy Cross Grade 7 Math Courage. So halimbawa po, gusto ko pong maging student ko kayo. How can I invite you to become my student? Is simply click po natin yung more options. Click po natin yung manage team. And then click po natin yung settings. Then, click po natin yung team code. So, once nakita po natin yung team code, click lang natin yung generate. Then, automatically po, meron po tayong code. So, you can share this code to people who can join the team directly. You won't get join request. So, when I click po the full screen, this is how we are going to share to our students po so that they can join the grade 7 Math Courage. So ito na po yung code. So how to join po, if you are the student, how to join po the grade 7 Math Courage using this code. Okay, so we will copy the code. We will put it in the notepad for now so that we can go back to it later. We will call it po HCHS grade 7 Math Courage Classroom. So halimbawa po, ito po yung code. So if you are the student, click lang po tayo ng teams. Di ba po? Meron po tayong join or create a team on the upper right. Then you have here join a team with code. Dito po natin ilalagay or i-paste yung code na binigay sa atin ng teacher. So once you paste po ng code, which is OLO1CQW, when you click join team po, automatically, you can join already the team. Here, I cannot join the team because I am the one who created the team. Okay po. So again, let me repeat that process. Number one po, how can we generate a code for our class? I would like to make po a step-by-step procedure on how to do that. How to generate a code for my virtual classroom. So number one po, palakihin ko lang ng konti. Number one, how to generate the code for my virtual classroom is to go to my classroom. So how to go to my classroom? Simply look for your classroom and then click the tiled or windowed classroom. Let's say po halimbawa punta pa ako ng grade 7 Math Courage. After that po, click lang po natin yung so this is where split screen is very important yung binigay sa atin kahapon. So I will try to do that. So I will be splitting the screen of the steps, which is on my right side, and the classroom on my left. I hope you can see this clearly. All right. So I have here the themes on my left and the instruction on my right.
Follow, sir. Okay, may try kong send ba?
How to generate a code po, ma'am? So number 2 is to go to your classroom. Number 2 po, click on the ellipsis icon or the more options. So click po natin yan. So how to click on the more options? Ito po yung more options icon. Then click lang po natin yung very sorry. Let's ito po pala. So it should be beside the name, beside the class name. More options po tayo. Then click lang po tayo ng manage team. Okay po. So number 3 is click on manage teams. Number 4, after clicking the manage team, click lang po natin yung settings. Click natin yung settings. So when we click on settings, we can see na po na there is a team code, third from the bottom. So after clicking on settings, click natin yung team code. So when we click team code, if for the first time you click the team code, kailangan nyo i-click yung generate. After generate, you can already have po, you
Ako,
can
sir, yung mga kasturya.
copy the team code and then share it to your students.
Nakamute man ko.
So, Mom Jane,
Wala,
if ever
Dr.
you don't want to type individually the email of your students, instead of typing it individually, you can share the code po. So, Ma'am Sarah Jane, did I answer your question?
Yes po. Thank you, Sir Donald.
So, I am making now quick steps on how to make or how to share your team code to your students. So, I would be putting up it also to our OneDrive under training team so that po you can download it po on your end and follow it. Okay, so I am now sharing to you the instructions on how to share your team code po. All right, so would you like to have the activity number 3? And I hear a yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
Yes.
Sir Donald, may I ask a question before you go to your next activity?
Go ahead, ma'am.
Um, as a principal, you want to see what the teachers are doing. So I can be included in their team so that I don't have to, so I can just click and then I can observe them at the same time.
Yes, ma'am. That's very good suggestion. So, gaya po ng klase natin ngayon, we are on one class. So, maybe your teachers are the students and you po is the principal. You would know po how the teacher, that's me for now,
Yes.
have conducted po the training. So, even the administrators po can see, and even in fact, you can invite parents so that they can already see how the teacher is also performing in the virtual class. And you would have po the confidence of the parent, oy, nindot man di ining virtual class. So they can also be confident and also feel secure that their students can also be learning just like the face-to-face po. Why? Because we can also conduct a synchronous or a not physical but virtual collaboration among the student and the teacher. Thank you po for that
Okay.
very good
What I'm trying to
observation.
drive at, Mr. Dungog, is do I have, when they are going into their online already, for example, on this day at a specific time, how easy is it that I can just join their class anytime, or they have to give me their team code?
Yes, that's a very good question, ma'am. Like how we invited you by giving you the link. So you can just make a link to your class, just like the training link that we have given you. Once you have both the training link of the class, whenever you want to join a particular class from grade 1 to grade 12, you can just click on that link and you would go to that class anytime po.
Okay,
As long as,
I'll just ask for all their links, and anytime I can just come in.
yes, ma'am, that's
Okay,
correct po.
thank you very much.
Yes, without hassling them to call you or to
Yeah,
add you to the
yeah,
classroom.
yeah.
They will only be doing this once. Once you
Okay.
have all the links of the grade levels, click the link and you can join po right away.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That's my
Yes,
concern.
ma'am. You're welcome, ma'am. That's a very good suggestion also, ma'am. Even in our end, we will be doing that in all of our schools in the Region 7 also, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that's a very good insight. So, yes po, once you have invited your students, you can also invite and add them as owner or as a member to your class, your administrator. And once you give them the link to your class, then automatically at any time, they can join and see how you were doing in your class. And that is very important po for our uh, what you call the monitoring purposes. Yun po. So thank you very much for that suggestion, ma'am. So can I go to my next activity? Can I hear a yes, yes, yes?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes.
Thank you very much. Now we are going to go to how to create channels in Microsoft Teams. And this is very easy po on how do we organize, like in my classroom in grade 7 mathematics, how would I organize my lessons so that the students would go to a particular channel once they would like to do that particular learning adventure in my classroom. So right now, there are very easy steps. There are only 6 steps that you have to follow. Very easy how to create a channel. So how to create a channel is simply click on the ellipsis or more options. Click on add channel. Name, give the channel a name. Put some description or you may skip this description and then click add. So very easily. And the number 6 is to view the channel. So as you can see here in my example, I have here a mathematics learning essentials. So this is like, for example, I am an administrator po. I want, before our opening of school year, I want all of my teachers from grade 7 to grade 12 to put in all their learning essentials in the channels. So I have here the grade 7 channel. I have 7, 8, 9, and 10. For our activity number 3, you need to create channels. Create the following channels in your team: lectures, activities, quizzes, assignments, projects, and periodical tests. I think this 6, if it's present in your classroom, you can already generate a very good learning adventure and you can also grade your student. So let us jump into that. I will now go to my demonstration. So to demo that, I would go to our meeting. So this is our meeting channel. I would click Teams and look for the classroom, which I would like to create some channel. So I would go back to the Holy Cross Math Grade 7. There you go. After I click that, I would click on the more options. Then I would click add channel. So my first channel is lectures. So I would put a Roman numeral I so that po it will have the alphabetical order. So I would put here lectures. And then the description, I may skip that because lectures is already very, I think, understandable by my students. And I will just click on add. So automatically, lectures is added as a channel. So the general channel is where everything is open. So students can just chat, maybe they can share some materials and so on. They can check their assignments and grades. But for lectures channel, it is where you put all of your lectures. So maybe as a teacher, you can just put your lectures here in the lectures channel. To add another channel, just click on the more options, click add channel. So very easy lang, no? Type Roman numeral 2. Maybe I would like to give activities after my lectures. Then click add. Now, please take note also that lectures doesn't come only as pure like live session. I can also here add a video, any file, um, a link, a website, a quiz, a YouTube video, a link, and so on and so forth. There are many ways po on how we can integrate, but we will be doing that later. So after po ng lectures, maybe nag-activity ka na. After that would be, you would put, let's check the instruction, lectures, activities, quizzes, assignments, projects, and periodical tests. So you would create another channel, add another channel. After ng activities, then you would go third, would be quizzes, then click add. So very easily, that's how you add channels. So for you to add channels, this is our activity number 3 now. That is up to assignments, projects, and periodical tests. So tatapusin ko lang. I would click on ellipsis. I would click add channel. After ng quizzes, activities, I would have assignments. Of course, this is not prescriptive in nature. You can create any other adventures you would like to give to your students. This is not prescriptive. You can have storytelling. You can have PBL, project-based learning. You can have authentic assessment. No? You can have any other name if you would like. You can have portfolio assessment. Um, in any of this, but for the time being, just for an exercise, we would be doing the same. So we have quizzes, assignments, we have periodical tests, and projects. So we would be having like the last one channel would be projects. Like halimbawa po, nung nagtuturo ako, I get to be very excited. Why? Because I have already prepared 205 days of activities that my students would be doing from day one up to day last. May it be a lecture, may it be an activity, a game, a challenge, a PBL, a tour, and any other adventure that I would like to give to my students. So it is a very good time because we are not working at home. We are not working in school, but we are working at home. That you can let your students also, like for example, if math, um, they can measure their scale in the houses. We can give them activities like plant a tree and measure the length of the tree every week or every month. We can give them quizzes like go with your mother in the supermarket and be the calculator so that when you go to the cashier, then you have already the total items in the basket, something like that. I usually do a activities like that that they can spend time with their family. So like draw something with your father, make a kite with your father and fly it. Something. So that is very an awesome adventure with the parent and the siblings when they are at home. So they can do the work together. So once you are done with this, you can just print screen this and you can put it in your PowerPoint once again. Then file, save that using your name, and you put their activity number 3. So once your student would make this as a habit forming activity, it would come naturally to them whenever there is an activity, and they have to post it in storage, like they have to upload that in a OneDrive, and automatically the teacher can see it as well. So that is a very powerful tool that we can do in our virtual classroom today. So there you go. I hope you can upload also your activity number 3. Let us check who have uploaded the same. So I can see here some of those who have uploaded already their activity number 3, Ma'am Joanna, Ma'am Stella, Ma'am Gwendolyn, Ma'am Jamaica, and so on and so forth. So I hope you will also share your outputs. I would like to check on Ma'am Joanna Claire. So there you go, Ma'am Joanna Claire's output. We have lecture, activity, quizzes, assignments, projects, and periodical tests. So I think Ma'am Joanna is already ready for her class already. Congratulations, Ma'am Joanna. So if you have other questions with regards to activity number 3, this is the best time that I can address your concern. Do you have any questions with activity number 3? Or would you like to proceed to activity number? And I hear a yes, yes, yes for activity number 4.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very much. I think my time is up. I would like to ask permission to extend until 11:30 so that also I could give you more. Would that be all right with you? Can I hear a yes, yes, yes?
Yes, yes, yes.
All
Yes,
right.
yes.
Thank you very much. So I hope dili pata gutom, no? I would like to share to you my activity number 4. So there you go, activity number 4. And this is just very easy. So our activity number 4 is very important. Why? Because after we make our channels, it is good and very essential to put something to it. Also, we can upload files in the lesson channels. So how to upload file in the lesson channels? It's very easy. We will just click this time the channel you wish to add the files into. Click on the give a title of your lecture. So then after that, you click upload. Let's say from my computer this time. So we would be uploading from our computer. And then click on your sample lecture activities or the lecture which you have prepared already. Or you can just click any document, may it be PDF, Word, PowerPoint for your lecture, and then click po open. So once you click open, automatically you have to wait until the upload is complete. So you can see here po, once the upload is complete, you can click on the send icon, which looks like a paper airplane to me. So click the send button, and then automatically your quarter 1, week 1 illustrates the well-defined sets or subsets, or universal sets, null sets, and cardinals of the difference of two sets. So this is the lecture which is in PDF form. So I would now go to my demonstration. That's a very easy on how to upload a file in a given channel. All right. So you need to add one file lang in the grade 7 or lecture channel. In your case, you just have to add one file. So let me demonstrate that in our meeting. Just click Teams again to be in your classroom. Click on the channel you wish to add a file into. So you can name your file. Let's say lecture 1 about, um, this is about sets. So our introduction to sets. I think that is the first lesson on grade 7, week 1. So you can click attach file, and then you click upload from my computer. Then you just have to look for the sets. You can search it, or maybe if you have already prepared it ahead, then you can already see it. So I have here the introduction of sets. Um, Lecture 1, introduction of sets. You can click open, and automatically it will download. So there's a green bar. You have to wait until it is fully downloaded. And once it's fully downloaded, you can just click the airplane icon to send it. So once you send it, you don't have to send it individually to your students because your students can see this right away inside your classroom. And what is nice about this is that you can give messages right away to your students here. So I want, please, a lecture for your work today. And your student can also reply to your message as to, sir, when is the deadline for activity number 1? Sir, I am confused with this lecture, and so on and so forth. So when you click, by the way, the lecture, which is in PDF file, automatically it will open inside Microsoft Teams. You don't have to have an Adobe PDF reader because Microsoft can open PDF file inside Microsoft Teams. So if it's the texts are small, they can just have to magnify it using the magnifying glass to 100%. or maybe to 150%. So this is already a very good lecture, which is an introduction to sets for 1.5 hours. So my students can read this, and maybe I can supplement it with a video. So for example, by the way, you can co-author this also with any other professor. So like for example, I got this lecture, Introduction of Sets, with Ma'am Catherine P. Vistro, no, Dr. Catherine. So if you have any other material which is not yours, of course, you have to acknowledge the author as well. That's a very um, good way to acknowledge them. So for example, I have here, this is my lecture already, and I want to supplement it with a video. And my video, for example, is in YouTube. I think most of the teachers are fun doing that. One of the things lang in mind when you make or copy a video in YouTube is that the teacher must be able to run through and look at the video intently so that you would know whether the particular video is good or not. So for example, I have here introduction of sets. So I can only click here share. Very sorry, I have to mute that. I just click here share and then copy the URL of that, and then I will go back to my lecture channel and then just have to paste it directly. So before you paste it, it's good to have lecture 1 video. Good habit to put the title of what is that about so that your students can also appreciate it. So this is a video, lecture 1 video, an introduction to sets. Okay, so you can just type the title of the video and then paste the shared link of that video and then click next. So as you can see here, I have already my lecture, which is in PDF file, and I have also here the introduction of sets, which is a video. Maybe I prepared it or others have prepared it. When you click on that, automatically the student will have the video and see it right away. If you don't want it to be a link and you want it to open inside Microsoft Teams, you can just click add on this tab and then type YouTube as a app application, and then you can click add on that. Once you add the YouTube app in your Microsoft Teams, then you can have, maybe if you have a channel in YouTube, have the link of that and paste it here so that all the video lesson or video episodes that you have prepared for your class can be seen by your class. In my in my case, for example, whenever we have a discussion on a particular topic, say this time sets, I would ask them to create their own YouTube video instead of me getting some videos in the YouTube channel. So that is the fourth activity on how we can add a file. So for our activity, this is just a demonstration. For our activity, you just have to upload one file under any of the channels that you want to add a file into. All right? So if we can go into that once more. So let's say I want to add an activity. I can click on the more options. I can just click on the activity channel rather. Then I can type, let's say, activity number 1 for easy reference. You put there the type or the title of that activity, let's say sets. Then you click on the attach file.
Excuse me, sir. We
upload.
cannot see what's on your screen.
I'm very sorry, ma'am. I'll share that once more. All right. So once again, I am demonstrating how to upload a file in a particular channel. So I have already demonstrated how to upload introduction to sets and a video to supplement that lecture. And this time, I can click on the activity and then type the title of activity, let's say activity number 1 sets, and then click the attach icon, upload from my computer, and then I'll say introduction to problems involving sets. Then I can click open. So I'll change this problems involving sets. So this would be the first activity or activity number 1 that I would like my students to work into. So I can just click send it to them. Then automatically, all of my students can already see the problems involving sets. So when I click on that, or when the students would click on it, the students will be able to see right away the activity which I have prepared for them. So I have here activity number 1, try solving the following problem and the questions and how the students would answer and so on and so forth. All right. So when I go back to, I can just click close on this activity and I would now have my lectures. And when I click activities, I have also here my activities. So for your output in activity number 4, you only have to put one lecture file inside your lecture channel. So once you have this, kindly print screen this, put this in your PowerPoint, then save it as activity number 4 under your name. So you have to type your name and then you type activity number 4. Then click save. Then after you save that, you can go to our OneDrive folder. Then you can click upload files. Then click on activity number 4. So once uploaded, you already have your activity number 4 there. Okay, so that's it for our activity number 4. And I think Mom Jamaica already have uploaded activity number 4. And Sir Jose and Mom Stella. Congratulations po. So I would like to check Mom Jamaica's output. So Mom Jamaica's output for activity number 4 is this. So I have here this is grade 3 English under lecture. Meron na po siyang PowerPoint na lecture under lecture number 1. So congratulations po, Ma'am Jamaica. There you go. So I think that's our activity number 4 this time. And I am pretty sure po that I have given you some of the activities that you can work into even po after this training. So just to add, let me just run through because my time is up. Uh, you can make an instant message or group chat in Microsoft Teams, which is very easy. You have here the chat button, just type the person you want to chat with, and you can type your message here. That's very easy, no? And then click the send button. I have given this platform to my kids, and my kids is in grade 3 and grade 5. You don't have to mention to them or teach them how to chat because they would know it by heart because they are already born at this time. And I just would like to mention that there is a mention sign or the at sign. When you type the mention sign, then automatically you can see there the names of your students to whom you would like to give the message into. So you can just discover this and try to follow this using my presentation since my presentation is uploaded. And another is make a voice or video call. It's very easy. You can just click calls on the navigation bar, click make a call, and once your students are added, you can give them a voice call using the telephone icon or a video call using the video icon. The telephone icon is best when you don't want to see the face of your students. Maybe your student is on the go or they are not in their working area. So you would like just to hear their voice, that's okay. But if you want to have interaction with them face to face, virtually, then you can make a video call also. And in maybe in your break time, you can try having a call to your colleague. Number 7 is to organize meeting in Microsoft Teams. And I think this is also very important. I just would like to run through this, how to make a meeting or how to meet a particular group or all of your students. Because from time to time, when you put your schedules, it is good to also have a face-to-face synchronous interaction with your students, even virtually, not physically. So they have a real-time interaction or synchronous engagement with the teacher and the student. So you would just click on the channel where you want to meet, click on the Meet Now button. In the Meet Now button, you can just type the title. I have here the reading of forms because it's closing time and we want to read the forms before we have a graduation. So you can type there like we have our day one session, or we will be talking about your experiences of the lockdown or pandemic and so on. Then you can click meet now, and then you have here to invite the people in your meeting under the conversation, under the participants or people. And then you can also control the camera and the mic input and output by showing the device settings. And you also have here the show background effects. And I think which some of you already did. You can change the background. So if you want not to, the room of your house will not be seen, or maybe the background because you are working at home, you can just choose to blur or choose any background presets or even upload no, the picture of your classroom. You also have here to start the end of the recording of your video. So for example, a student did not come to your class. So pwede ring mag-record kayo and then automatically it would be sent to a particular channel where you conduct your meeting. So halimbawa po pag mag-class kayo, it is good to record each of your class. And then after your class, automatically the recorded session would be posted in that particular channel. And then the student who is absent of your class can just see the session, just like our session today. So if you miss any point, you can just go back to this channel and then you can see the recorded session. And then you can also click the end meeting. So if you are the host, you click the end meeting. If you are not the host, just click hang up or end your call. So that's it. And you have also there the elapsed time, the enable and disable video, enable, disable audio, share screen, and the show conversation or show chat box and show participants. So in your activity number 7, you can just organize a meeting with your group of friends you want to talk to during the cluster time. And then for the number 8, I think it will be discussed to you by Ma'am Rubilin this afternoon. So we will skip this. Why? Because you can give also assignment to your students. Click the assignment button, name your assignment, give the assignment like a rubric, a point, instruction. You can put a file. You can choose where to give that to your student or to specific or to all. And of course, the time due. It would be given to you by Ma'am Rubilin this afternoon. And of course, with our outlook.com how to sync will be this afternoon as well. So I just run through all of this. And to learn more about the Microsoft Teams, you may visit the help section, then click training. So all of the things which I have shared to you can access it in the help button. Okay, so in the training section, for example, you can see there all the rest of the trainings being conducted, like how to give an assignment, how to grade, and so on. And if you want to learn more and dig in deeper to courses in Microsoft Education, you can just go to education.microsoft.com, and then you can learn and start your free courses. Okay, so I hope I have given you this 10, except for the create and grade assignments, so that you can also make an experience how to have your virtual classroom alive and be ready before class starts. And I would end it with this saying, do what is
What
good,
is good, do what is right,
do what is right, and do what
pleasing
is
in the
pleasing in
eyes
the
of
eyes of God.
God.
Thank you very much and good afternoon or good noon to everyone. Back to you, Sir Ken.
Thank you so much for that comprehensive talk about Microsoft Teams, Sir Donald. How about let's give Sir Donald a round of applause and a virtual clap. Yay! So I hope you have
Thank
learned
you, Sir
something with our
Donald.
first
Thank you very
session.
much.
So I guess that would be all for this morning session. We would see each other this afternoon, this 1 p.m. sharp, and we will start for our next session.
Thank you. See
Thank
you at
you.
Thank you,
1.
ma'am. You can
Thank you,
See
prepare
you
your
sir.
everyone at
Thank you
1.
so
We
much,
may now
sir.
take our
thank you.
lunch break. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you po.
Lutang sa. Ay, wala ko ganyan.